I don't know why I did that. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm here, and that's like half the battle, I think. Let me take out my headphones because I thought it was a good idea to have music I liked playing while I was trying to talk to this camera, but it's really giving me disassociation vibes mixed with mental illness. So I'm gonna take them out. So I'm Willie. These are my plants and these are my stories. And today I'm going to talk to you about something that I'm very excited about. Rare plants. Not just any rare plants. These were plants that used to be so expensive that I thought I would never buy them. Times have changed. So we're going to get into that. We're going to do a little bit of holiday season catch up. I want to know what you've been up to. I've been up to a lot. Then at the same time, it never feels like I'm up to enough. This year has been a lot about reclaiming. So first things first, I have been trying really hard to keep this nice and minimal, with like a lot of breathing space and a lot of room for possibilities, let's say. But we all know what that means. It means that I'm doing everything in my power to not buy a bunch of plants to fill the God-shaped hole. But I did buy a few. I want to show you those. Let's start here. I repotted all of these fresh. I want to be one of those aesthetic YouTube repot people, but I don't think that's me because I freaking hate repotting stuff. It gives me a ton of anxiety. I usually like kind of lose faith, and then I start swearing and start getting really, really stressed. It kind of strips all the joy from it. So, do you enjoy repotting? Do you want to enjoy repotting? Does it seem like in your mind it should be meditative, but it actually isn't? I'd love to know. And this I'm clutching like my heritage pearls. This is Epi Giganteum. I'm gonna look it up so I don't butcher the name. This is an Epi Giganteum. So nice. The variegation is really good on this. It seems to be taking to life in its new pot. I got this at a local nursery. It came in like a sponge soil plug, which I did a little bit of research on, so we're all in trouble. That can really run the gambit. You can get ones that are very peaty. I've gotten them packed in like a cocoa core disc. The ones this round, for both this plant and the ones I ordered online, all came in what I believe is called a rock soil plug. It feels honestly just like a sponge, and after further investigating, from what I read online, this is a highly debated topic. So I have no answers. I'm no expert, but I do want to give my 2 cents. I haven't had a great luck of leaving the plantlet, and I believe most of these are tissue cultured plants, but leaving the plantlet in that rock soil, I have found that it can cause issues with the roots, with the soil that I use, and how I water and the frequency that I water. So I like to remove that plug. But these specific plugs were kind of a pain in the ass to remove. It all worked out okay. All the roots were in great shape. We had no root rot, which was awesome. But after spending a good like half hour on this, I'm like, why am I bothering? I probably should have just left it on. According to the internet and people who know, the roots will just burst through and it'll be fine. But I took it off. That's what I did. I really like these, and they really have a cool growth pattern. I call this like a fountain growth pattern because it looks like, like a garden fountain where it comes up in these tiers. And as these mature, if you Google this, they look a lot like a banana leaf plant, a little bit smaller. This is a really big plant, thus the Giganteum title. So proceed with caution. If there's like maybe a 20% chance this will get to adulthood in my care, and if it does, I'm gonna put it right over there where the slight bit of my holiday tree can be seen. This was awesome. It was only $29.99. I saw some of these last summer and they were like $80. So this is a jewel. So I've been trying to shop more locally this holiday season, which I've really enjoyed. Been to a couple boutiques, had really, really good luck. I picked up something I'm really excited about. And I don't think it has anything to do with plants, but if you happen to like plants and find that helps you be more emotionally solvent, so you can do narrative-based activities like writing songs in your acoustic guitar, then you're gonna love this. I purchased the Nexus 360 chromatic guitar tuner, and it is so incredibly tiny. I haven't even taken the shrink wrap off. I'm excited to give this a whirl, to quote Kevin McAllister from Home Alone when he was buying mac and cheese TV dinners, and see how it works. I know it's going to work good. I love Diodario stuff. Next up, oh man. How do you feel about disappointment? I cannot keep these Frydeks alive, and I still hold out hope, which is very dangerous. But we're going to talk about the Alocasia Frydek. This is the variegated variety, and let's do some joy parts here. This is a great variegated leaf we have. This is another like half moon variegated leaf, which I just think is so stunning. This is a leaf that is languishing since it arrived here, and this one is crispy critters and is emotionally already in the compost bin in the sky. The drooping leaves, I know this is very normal, and I know that I'm buying it for like the corm and the bulb that's in here, but irrationally I believe in miracles. Like I wanted this to already be like the size of a giant elephant ear forest, let's say. But it is not, and we're going to see how it's doing. And if it starts doing worse than this, I'm going to replant it in semi-hydroponics. And I'm going to start and reroot it in water. This could be my most ambitious project yet that could end in utter disillusionment and failure. This one was $19.99 on DWH Plant Co., which is pretty wild because last summer when I was looking to buy one of these, they were like $70 for one. Roughly the size, maybe the leaves were a little bit bigger. I thought that was very reasonable for $20 or $19.99. And that 1 cent different, it hits different in here. So it feels like a much better deal. But yeah, the BWH shipping was so reasonable. It was only $12 to ship these 2 plants that I got. I love that because I might pull the trigger more often and buy some new ones. This is the Philodendron Spiritus Sancti. Let me just say that again.
Philodendron Spiritus Sancti.
The plant that I have idolized, fetishized, thought about, dreamed about, and wanted for like so long. And now it is $29.99. Long leaves. This one actually has 3 plantlets in the pot. It's looking pretty good. We have a little bit of, we're going to lose some leaves. I just know it, but since the repot. Rest assured, this one doesn't make it, I'm buying another one. Let's not put that bad energy out into the universe. So this one's gonna make it, it's totally gonna make it. But yeah, there we go. That's the best leaf. Who would have ever thunk? I put some little orange wood sticks in there to support this plant as it does its acclimation journey with some, hopefully, extending its roots, getting ready for a long and happy life here. Yeah, I'm just in love with it. I keep walking by, I keep looking at it. I keep hyperfixating, but that's me. And I can't wait until it gets those long strap-like leaves and a coveted position. That's a good thing. 'Tis the season of me quoting Martha Stewart in every single video. So I watched Little Women last night. Like I thought I was gonna put it on and fall asleep, but I didn't because I couldn't sleep. But then I got to the part where, spoiler alert, if you've never seen or read Little Women, just fast forward like 20 seconds. Beth dies, and it hit me so hard. I had a very visceral reaction and started crying and like thinking about how Beth is the best character. She's the most selfless. It's really unfair, but I'm telling you, that movie and that book is just so deep. It is technically a holiday movie, so for the record. So you can shoehorn it in right now. Make people watch it with you that aren't that into it. Just to let you know. I am gonna show you one more plant, and then I just got a text message that Cinder is done at the groomer. I'm so excited to go get her and have her back at the house so I can stop being stressed. Do you ever feel like that? Like when you take your pet in and then they're at the like grooming salon or anything like that, you just can't stop thinking about them. like all you do is wonder what they're doing, how they're feeling. This right here is so exciting. It's so exciting. You know what's funny is like I was thinking, you're overreacting, but I actually am really excited about this. This is the Philodendron Spiritus that I got last summer at the plant botanical market. And just look at this. That was the last leaf that emerged. It's this really big one. And we have a new one right there. I keep rotating this because I do want that full 360 view. This plant is one of the most validating to have around because the leaves come in pretty often and they're fun ever since they start emerging and do like this all the way when they get, you know, grown out like that. Pretty soon, this plant's gonna be huge. This is enriching my life. I hope that you have a plant that you feel like is enriching your life. Okay, I'm headed out. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And Bear is back from the groomer. She just looks so cute. They gave her a holiday thing. Just wanted to show you some footage of Whispers in her new hoodie. It's very cute. It's very fashion. Okay, I got my regular glasses on. I mean business. Another thing I'm going to show you is how I wrap these bird of paradise leaves so that they emerge perfectly with cheesecloth and Velcro. Right here, this right here is a bird of paradise. And this is a white bird of paradise. But that doesn't matter because it'll probably never flower in captivity. But for whatever reason, that seemed more aesthetically pleasing than the orange one. Do with that what you want, obviously. I live in a white cube with millennial grape floors. So it's a journey. Anyways, this is a new bird of paradise leaf. Yeah, so that's it. It's like very, very close to emerging, but sometimes these can get like stuck and then they start tearing. They can rip the leaf. And it can cause a whole bunch of other problems. It can like mar the leaf when it comes out, and it won't give you that healthy aesthetic, widespread like this one that I'm not gonna manipulate because it's new and I don't want to crack it off. But I could do this, see? But yeah, that one is quite large and in charge. That's the newest one that emerged. Now, and there's a big but. I have to get some cheesecloth and I have to get it very wet. I have this plant Velcro, so I'm gonna get a couple of pieces. This is my cheesecloth. Oh look, I'm in mourning. What's new? But you just kind of start it at the top and gently spiral wrap this around. It's awkward. And that's okay. Because you want to get it as covered as you can. Like that. Like that's really good. Ow, don't ruin your teeth. Gently around this bit. And this is on a very, very old leaf that has really good support system. And that, my friend, is a wrapped bird of paradise leaf. It's a very official looking, and it's a Victorian cheesecloth on theme. And goes all the way to the end. And I have attached it to this very hardy leaf stem. And then every day or so, and you'll know when it's dried out when you touch it, you just spritz it with water. A couple of days, let's just say a couple of days. Framing your expectations for success, that it could take a little bit of time. The leaf will start unfurling, and usually pretty quickly in my experience, and it'll come out just perfect. This works really well for me, but be careful because it's very easy to damage the new leaves as they're coming out, and the stem isn't very strong. It's a few days after I filmed the last bit, and I got up today, and look at this magic that has happened underneath the cheesecloth. The leaf is beautifully unfurling. So that is very nice. And now I'm gonna cut that one off. That does not look that nice. Okay. I want to show you other fun things that are doing well. Season of perpetual hope. And I have to water today, which is my least favorite thing, but favorite time of year to do it because I don't have to water as much, because it seems like my plants can go like 2 weeks nowadays without evaporating, and they seem to be doing better with that. Cebu Blue is doing good in spite of the need for a good watering. I have 2 of these now, and I am very much elated by this one having the extremely metallic blue, thus the namesake making a lot more sense. Got good coverage on the top. Insider secret, the back is still kind of bald because we got that 3/4 view. And I'm gonna put that back. This is one that is surprising to me. It is still hanging in there. my little string of hearts. Growing very long. I don't know, like, it's always great fun, and then eventually it'll just kick the bucket. For right now, I'm gonna relish in the pleasure of a success of keeping this alive. Syngonium elbow, variegated elbow. I don't know. Let's not get fancy. It is a Syngonium with white patches on it. We have a new leaf, which is not really bringing it. But these ones still look so good. We're like a neutral with this. No, a net neutral, something like that. Because we haven't had any new leaves emerge, but we haven't had any old leaves die. So I'm taking that as a win. Another thing I want to share is one of my favorite things that I figured out lately. So I'm going to go grab something, and I'll be right back. If you have plants that you have recently repotted, I always have kind of a cycling of the soil where it'll get mold on the very top, and it's not really that aggressive or anything, but it doesn't look good and always freaks me out. So I found that the best treatment for that, and that doesn't hurt the plant at all, is using the copper fungicide spray. Gently mist it on the top. And it gets rid of it right away. A beautiful plant that has no mold. And mold just makes me think of The Last of Us and like it's going to take over my brain. Houseplants shouldn't give you fear, you know?
Predatory mushroom.
I went out to dinner twice and I had some really, really good mushrooms. And I've decided now that I'm like a mushroom person. I had chanterelle mushrooms, my personal favorite right now. I also had some porcini mushrooms and some oyster mushroom. And they were so nice. We have a dying leaf on this. Here is my King Anthurium. Put it right in front of my head. It is almost the size of my face now. Beautiful rippling ridges of potato chip goodness. It keeps spitting out new leaves. We have a new growth point. But yeah, the Anthurium train, still out there searching for the dock block, Michelle, at local Home Depots. Let me know, have you found one? And if you have, has it changed your life? Has it made your life complete? Has it made your life feel like all your problems are going to be fixed? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. But yes, but you know, it wouldn't be me talking about a plant without wanting something else. Anthurium vetchii, aka the King Anthurium. I think that's about all I got for today. This was a really fun video to make to show off my new plants, and I couldn't be happier. I don't know. Is that optimism? Is that like something that's happening? There's some joy here? Am I losing my maudlin edge?
I don't think so.
I think it's just my medication and my 2 dogs and love and happiness and God, all those nice holiday feels. What is happening? Oh my word. Thanks for hanging out. You're the best. Take care of yourself. I hope that all of your dreams are coming true. You and yours are having the merriest of all seasons. I gotta shoehorn in a Little Women quote here. I think I'll just quote Beth. Can we bring the Hummels our bread? And then Joe goes, might as well bring them the butter too, because butter is not much good without bread to put it on. Good tidings roll. Okay. Bye.